Your last meeting should not have happened, and the person who called it had no idea. There is a name for this. It is called coordination tax, and it is quietly destroying your team's speed. I speak to a lot of founders, and one conversation keeps repeating itself. A founder calls me completely frustrated, says my team is working, we are having meetings, but nothing is getting built. And I always ask the same question, tell me about your last meeting. And the story is always the same. Someone saw a feature in another product, liked it, straight away called a meeting. 8 people in the room, 2 hours of back and forth. And I ask, before that meeting happened, did anyone actually validate this idea? Did anyone check if your users actually need this? Did anyone check if it fits your system? Did anyone check what the real effort would be? Nobody had. That silence is your coordination tax. Everyone walked in with their own opinion, reacted to what the previous person said. 2 hours passed, nothing was decided. And next week, same meeting, same people, same result. That was not a meeting. That was coordination tax. Your team is not slow because of bad people. Your team is slow because someone called a meeting before checking if the problem was even real. No data, no groundwork, just a feeling dressed up as a plan. 8 people, 2 hours, nothing decided. So you know what most leaders do when this keeps happening? They think the meeting is the problem. So they cut the meetings, move to async. Problem solved, right? No, the meeting was never the problem. The real problem walked into the meetings is an assumption dressed up as a plan, because nobody validated the idea before calling everyone's in. And this is not one person's fault. This is a pattern. The founder gets an idea, calls a meeting. Product manager sees a feature, calls a meeting. Senior leaders notices something, calls a meeting. And every single time, 8 people stop their real work to sit inside someone else's unvalidated assumption. So what is actually breaking? When I look at teams that struggle with this, I always see 3 layers of a pattern. And most leaders only ever fix one. That is why the problem keeps coming back. The first layer, I call it the assumption meeting. Someone sees something, gets excited, calls everyone in without zero groundwork. So the meeting stretches because nobody has facts. People fill the time with opinions and stories. And it keeps going for long without any output. The second layer, I call it the unprepared room, where 8 people in the meeting, but how many actually prepared? 1, maybe. Everyone else is hearing this for the first time, reacting in real time, making up opinions on the spot. And now the meeting is not solving the problem. It is creating new ones. And the last layer, and the worst one, I call it the missing decision. Nobody knows what was decided once meeting ended, because nobody owned the outcome. So everyone goes back to work assuming someone else is handling it, but nobody is. And next week, same meeting, same assumption, and the same result. So what actually fixes this? Let me tell you the 3 fixes. You may start this week. First, before you call a meeting, 3 questions must be answered. What is the real problem? Do we have proof it exists? Who owns the outcome? And if you cannot answer all 3, meetings does not happen. Second fix. Everyone gets the brief 20 hours, 24 hours before. They come prepared or they do not come. Third fix. Every meeting ends with one decision, one owner, and one deadline. You must write it down before people leave the room. When you do these 3 things, meeting go from 2 hours to 30 minutes, because when people come prepared, there is nothing to assume, just decision to make. Clarity always fixes the problem. Even after you fix all of this, every important decision still comes to one person. Stay tuned to my next episode, Why the Founder Become the Bottleneck. Stay tuned.